Hello, 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 hello. So, I am going to try something different tonight. I'm Lynn Browder, and I have lots on my mind. I have a son, Owen, who is 12, and he has autism. We paint together, working on his fine motor skills. He helps me paint the backgrounds of our paintings, and then I paint the rest. And if you've watched before, these lines technically don't matter because I generally fill them up or something, but we're just going through the motions right now. So, to say today has been one of those roller coaster days is probably an understatement. I had too much paint on my paintbrush there. I've had lots of emotions. Owen's had lots of emotions. And the world has had lots of emotions. So I was sitting here thinking what I was going to paint. And I had this very simplistic, one flower done kind of deal. And then I decided that I was going to be doing something very different. And the more I look at this, I was going to do dark and light. But now I feel like I should do dark and light because I have to have some contrast at some point. But I had wanted dark on this side and light on that side. But I probably should still stick with my original plan, but I'm letting you know my process. Usually what I think through and what actually happens are not anything like what they are. So I'm really thinking through this. You have to see, or have to imagine. I bent my finger, when my fingernails grow out, they grow curved. It's just greatness. And then I bent my fingernail back and now it hurts. Usually they don't last this long. They usually break way earlier. So they're longer than they even normally are. So that's my story and I'm sticking to it. But, here I am. I'm going to just whine about everything. Today was one of those days that started off very emotional for me. I went to bed with lots of emotions. I woke up with lots of emotions. And then Owen woke up fine, but new routine, new life, new different things, new any and all at any time causes lots of changes for him. And it's just hard some days when we can't always have exactly what we want when we want. I wasn't going to do that, but see, this is what happens. So it was a rough morning, partly because of changes in life and things that were going on. So we had to kind of adapt and move forward, and I needed him to do things that some days it's just hard for him to process. I needed him to get ready when I needed him to get ready, and he wanted me. He calls my bed the white bed because I have a white comforter, and so he always refers to it as the white bed. And his bed is the tent bed, and he's got several other names, but that's what he refers to it a lot of times. And so it was just lots of emotions, lots of things, and he wanted to get to school, but he didn't want me to get ready. because, again, some days it's just hard for him to process and hard for him to get moving when things are doing whatever we're doing. So he got past it and we got through it, and he went to school, and his teacher sent me a wonderful message about how he was doing the craft that they were supposed to be doing, and he was very happy about it. He loves his teacher, she loves him, he loves the aide, everybody's happy. It's just wonderful. So I was thrilled, and I'd had a very rough morning, and so between people reaching out to me and his teacher's message, it certainly got better. So just so much, there's so much. My heart keeps going out to the people in all the states that were affected by this massive hurricane and everything else that came with it. So it's just hard. And then just emotions, lots of emotions for lots of reasons. So thankfully, when Owen got home, he was very happy, and I didn't try to rock any boats. I made it as calm as I could for him. I asked him a few questions, but didn't go into lots and lots of detail with him, because I just wanted him to have a good evening. So then he when he came home from school, he told me he was sorry for some of the things that happened in the morning, and he doesn't always know how to express his emotions or talk about his emotions or tell me what he really feels. So when he goes through things like this and he is able to come home after having a good day that his teacher said he did really, really well with, and that things were going good, for him to be able to tell me that he was sorry, and I made sure he understood that Mommy was sorry too, because it's not just him that's involved in those emotions. And I want him to know that we have to get through that type of stuff together. And so I was so proud of him for understanding and trying to explain his morning in the best that he could. And honestly, I mean, my son has a hard time with yes and no questions. He can answer them, but it's a processing thing. And so it doesn't always quickly become an answer. And so for him to be able to say to me after a long day at school and lots of things going on that he was sorry, I mean, it's truly huge. And that in itself is my little miracle for today. And he has come so incredibly far, and it's hard on my heart when mornings get rushed or when things need to be done and he can't deal with it. And it's not that we can't keep going. So it's either keep going, or he has to stay home from school, or he misses something else. It just all depends on what's happening. And so I'm thankful that this morning he was able to keep going, get to school, and be able to handle everything that was thrown at him while he was at school. And from what his teacher said, I'm sure there was a few moments, because, don't we all have those? But he truly was able to process the day and meet it head on and do what they did. So I'm very, very thankful and appreciate his teacher and the aide that go way out of their way to do exactly what they do. See, I made that one in the middle there. So, long day, long motions, but we got through them. We got through them. So, now I have this little tiny bit of the lighter green. I need more. And the one I had was empty. Let me see if I can get, I can't get any more out of that one. I want a little more of the lighter green, but I don't have it. Let me see. I'm always missing one that I need. Always missing one. Let's see if I can. Oh, maybe if I use. I just thought of my brilliant idea. Yay! 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 I put the paintbrush in the paint bottle, so I can do it that way because it is way empty. Way. Way empty. And I'm just gonna put some random in here. Oops. So, to say the least, this mama is tired tonight. I am not far for bedtime, and I'm hoping that Owen has a great morning or day tomorrow, but he's not going to his grandma's house in the morning, so I'm hoping that he sleeps through the night and it doesn't affect his sleep. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I've got lots of, see, I put too much green sometimes. So, okay. So, O for Owen, and see, we meet in the middle there. That's my story. And L and B. So, I stuck with my plan pretty much. I was gonna put the light with the light and the dark with the dark, but I changed that part. But at least I kept myself on task with what I was doing over here. I wanna, sometimes there's little spots that I wanted like that to be a little bit greener, but not take it all up. Not take it all. There we go. Okay, so I'm done. I'm putting my brush down. So thanks so much for being a part of our day. I hope you have a great rest of yours. Toodles, toodles.